More laughter.
Tama po, tama.
More fun.
Here. Dude, again, just a plug.
More LAC. Only here on INCRadio, Los Angeles. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone tuning in to INC Radio Los Angeles. It is a very great morning, and yeah, if you're just waking up, good morning. You can have a grab. You can actually grab a cup of coffee. For those that don't drink coffee, you can also grab a cup of juice, orange juice, and you can always you can wake up with us with INC Radio Los Angeles. I am one of your hosts, I'm one of your hosts, Stefan Honrade. Of course, I am not here alone. I am with our very beautiful and handsome host, Paul. How are you, brother? How are you, Paul?
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to everyone tuning in on INC Radio Los Angeles. Again, my name is Paul Warren Menyes from the local congregation of Oxnard. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for that wonderful and weird introduction, Stefan. But like what Stefan mentioned, we're not alone in hosting today. We also have like our hardest working host, Bree. Take it away, Bree.
I don't think I'm the hardest working. Maybe in the fact that I was able to wake up this. Actually, no, Paul had to wake me up this morning. But I am here. Good morning, good evening to everyone tuning in. I am Brie Andrade from the local congregation of Santa Clarita. Wow.
No, what I meant
Yeah.
hardest working is like you're always hosting.
Ah, yes, I'm
Right?
trying my so bestest to be awake and to help everyone else wake up on these Saturday mornings. I do
There
like
you
the
go.
sunset though; it's very nice sunset.
There you go. So, um, like last week when at the beginning of the very first broadcast of the month, we started talking LEC, talking about LEC spots wherein brethren who are visiting for the first time, or even if it's not the first time, brethren who come and visit, and even like those brethren from their own respective local congregations that they can go to, because some families you ask them, they haven't even been to those places. So it's kind of nice to actually let people know what we have going on in our own backyard. So last week we focused our attention to the local congregations who are around the valley. Today I'm so excited and proud to actually say that we're going to be talking about everything that is going on, or all the spots that we have here in Ventura County. Ventura County is actually where the local congregation of Oxnard is, and it is the only local congregation in the whole district that is not in Los Angeles County, not the district, but like how do you say it, like the ley lines, as the
Actually, it's
county.
actually our actually geographical location, if
There
that makes
you go.
sense.
Big
There
word,
you go.
big word.
Hold on, my nose is bleeding.
I tried to help you out, Paul.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Stefan. Yeah. So go ahead, our brethren there in the main studio, if you can load up our slides so we can actually show everyone what we're talking about. There you go. So LEC's landmarks again, Ventura County edition. But before we move on and talk about all the different cities here in Ventura County, first slide po, which is wanted to remind everyone our hashtag for each local congregation right there. You can see like the abbreviations. Please use those. hashtag and then the local abbreviation or the local acronym. Just so like what we talked about before, we're counting those towards like the end of the month when we talk about people who are tuning in the local congregations tuning in on INC Radio Los Angeles. Anyway, without any further ado, here we go. Here in Ventura County, there are 10 cities. We have Camarillo, Thousand Oaks, Simi Valley, Fillmore, Moore Park. Next slide. We have also Oxnard. We have Ventura, Santa Paula, Port Hueneme, and Ojai. So the very next slides we're going to be talking about what it is there in each city, starting with Bree. What is this?
Fillmore. This city is actually the one closest to. It's like the in between like or it's the closest one to us at least for Santa Clarita. Fillmore is a small, family-friendly city in Ventura County, known for its historic charm, citrus groves, and agricultural products. It's located in the Santa Clara River Valley and has a population of 16,419. That's as of 2020, so they probably have a lot more. And there's a lot of houses being built there too. I've noticed on my way to Oxnard. Very cute little city. And they're known for their Fillmore and Western Railway, which is a heritage railway in Ventura County. It's operated on tracks owned by the county itself and their transportation commission. The railway was a staple for westerns, TV shows, commercials, and family entertainment due to its flexible working environment, safe conditions, and modern and period rolling stock. Yeah, these trains look cool. I think I've seen this in passing, but no, I've never really gotten there because Fillmore is such a small town.
Same here. Like whenever I'm driving to Santa Clarita or any like right like where you guys are from, I barely noticed passing by this one, but when I was looking it up, like oh, it's just right there. Next one, Stefan.
All right, next up is Thousand Oaks. Thousand Oaks is a city in
Uh, uh,
Ventura County.
it's
Yes.
we're at Simi Valley, brother.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry, sorry, sorry.
Sige po, main studio po. Let's continue. You
Sorry, sorry.
need coffee.
I was very excited. That's why I was very excited. Simi Valley, California, is a suburban valley in Los Angeles, and it is considered as safe and family friendly and has a quiet atmosphere. It's located near a scenic area with access to national parks and recreational areas, and has many hiking trails and open space. Simi Valley also has award-winning schools and a performing arts center and a vibrant arts and theater scene. It has been ranked as the fifth happiest city in the U.S., which I would like to move in there sometime in the future. if it's the happiest, if it's the happiest place in the city.
It's true. Okay, so what is it to see there in Simi Valley, though, Stefan?
All right. So next, there is some awesome spots, which is Ronald Reagan Presidential Library. The Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California, is a burial site and presidential library of the 40th President of the United States, Ronald Reagan and his wife Nancy Reagan. The library opened in 1991 and is run by the National Archives and Records Administration. It also contains millions of documents, photographs, films, and tapes, as well as memorabilia and a permanent exhibit about Reagan's life.
Perfect.
Um, yeah, and it's a really great spot. I've been there before, and there's a lot of things that you can do and visit in that
I,
in the
I
library.
would definitely suggest visiting it. I've been there once, and that's where like I work like around Simi Valley. Visit Simi Valley, visit Ronald Reagan. And, obviously we're not sponsored with any of the places that we're mentioning today,
Yes.
but it is really like a good place for all families to hang out, whether you're visiting or you're actually a local. If you guys noticed, we started Fillmore and then Simi Valley. Next, we're gonna go to Moore Park. Moore Park, California is a suburb. It's actually next to Simi Valley, a suburb of Los Angeles with a population of about 36,000 people, located in the southeastern part of Ventura County, about 50 miles northwest of downtown LA. Next slide. Moore Park is known for being one of the safest cities in the world, in the United States. And like one of their best or tourist spots here is a teaching zoo at Moore Park College. Who would have imagined there's a zoo at one of our city colleges there. The teaching zoo in Moore Park College is a family-friendly zoo with over 130 animals from more than 90 species and a good experience for all ages. I haven't been there. I've been to Moore Park College though, but I did not know that there's actually a zoo inside. So it's a good activity, especially for those who want to get away from LA for a little bit and then visit Ventura County. Okay, next slide, Bree.
Next, we have Thousand Oaks.
There you go.
Thousand Oaks is a city in Ventura County, located between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. It's the second largest city in Ventura County, and it's about 15 miles from Los Angeles. The city is known for its natural beauty, with over a third of its land protected as open space and 150 miles of trails for hiking. That's a lot of miles. That's a lot of miles. Oh, also mountain
Wow.
biking and horseback riding. Wow, many things to do with those miles. Thousand Oaks is also known as being home to some of the country's top schools. It is also popular for being a desirable place to live, work, and raise a family.
Did you know that it's illegal to cut off like an oak tree in Thousand Oaks?
Because
What?
Yes, it's just gonna be
is there
900
really a Thousand Oaks in Thousand Oaks?
because if you do cut one, it's gonna be 999. Next slide.
All right, next up is Paradise Falls in Wildwood Park.
Yeah.
Paradise Falls in Wildwood Park at Thousand Oaks, California, is a 3.2 mile trail that some say is easy and kid friendly with beautiful scenery and stunning waterfalls. The trail is about 30-minute hike each way and has bathrooms and a parking. Others think that the trail is best after it rains for a more challenging experience, and others say it can be very muddy and have loose rocks, especially on steeper hills.
All right. What's next after Thousand Oaks? Go ahead, Stefan. What's next after Thousand Oaks?
All right, next
Camarillo.
up is Camarillo. Camarillo is a small and family friendly town in Ventura County, California, that's located between the beach and mountains and halfway between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. Camarillo has a Mediterranean climate with over 300 sunny days, wow, in a year, and an average temperature in the low 70s. Wow, I want to go there. And it is a central hub for exploring Southern California's beaches and is close to surfing, shopping, and strolling in the harbor. Wow.
You've been there, Stefan. Because the next slide will
Plenty
show.
of time.
The next slide is showing us what's in the Camarillo. Is the Go ahead, Stefan.
Cameo Premium Outlets, my favorites. Cameo Premium Outlets in Camarillo is located off Highway 101, 50 miles north of Los Angeles and 55 miles south of Santa Barbara. It has over 160 retailers, including most of the popular fashion brands. The outlets also have several dining options, including sit-down restaurants and grab-and-go places. I could
uh,
spend my whole day there.
It's a
you,
good location. Yeah, I think that's what's really nice about the outlets. It's like a nice spot because it's
it is.
not hot in Camarillo.
Yes, and what Stefan mentioned, it's like in the middle of LA and Santa Barbara. It's like
Yes.
it's right there. That's why you'll be surprised. We see at least like Philippine actors and actresses shopping in the camera outlets, like minding their own business. Uy, si Kuano. Oh, yeah. Anyway, the next one after Camarillo, let's go to Port Hueneme. Port Hueneme, California, is a city in Ventura County's Gold Coast, located south of Oxnard and Channel Islands Harbor. It is a coastal town known for its beach, port, and affordable real estate. It's a 4.5 square mile city with a population of 22,399. Oh, I wonder why did they make it 23,000. It's known as the friendly city by the sea and is home to a deep water port, a navy controlled harbor, and a mile long surfing beach. Yeah, like in Port Hueneme, we have the naval base right here. That's why we do have like a lot of kababayans here in Oxnard. What is there to see in Port Hueneme? It's Point Hueneme Lighthouse. It's also known as the Port Hueneme Lighthouse, a 48-foot tall, buff-colored Art Deco style tower in California, and it's a fog signal building on Santa Barbara Channel. All right, let's pause right now and reading this, and I wanted actually us to read some comments from all of our because it's we've been loading up again. So let's go start reading comments. Go ahead, Bree.
We have from Geb Barrientos. Good morning, INCRadio friends, tuning in from the local of hashtag Anaheim, district of Orange County, California. We also have Ivan and AJ have been in the chat, and they've been mentioning how much everyone should be going to Ventura County because it's so cool, and they're just suggesting it to Jabel to take Riri because all these spots that we're mentioning
Riri.
they're so good for like kids, like the presidential library and all that stuff. And we have many others in our chat. Ka Ichin po is says good morning po hashtag Eagle Rock. Thank you for using
Ah.
your local hashtag.
What
And we
about
have
you?
so many others.
Yeah, what about you, Stefan? Go ahead.
Andrew says happy viewing from hashtag local congregation of San Fernando Valley. We have also Mark Anthony Manuel. He says good morning to everyone here in LAC viewing from hashtag Los Angeles. So thank you so much for tuning in and for dropping by for our comments and to continue to join in on the live chat. So
True.
definitely it's
I
there's so many spots and locations.
I also received a text from Manny Davis. He wanted to have a shout out, so here you go from North Hollywood. Um, uh, we also have Sheila Paras, hashtag NoHo Books. Ooh, you made your own hashtag, huh? And like
Wow.
what Bree mentioned, we have Ivan and AJ telling you guys to move here in Ventura County. We have Trish. Good morning, my mother Sheila Okay, you greeted your mom, not us. Okay, I see it, Trish. And Robert, I don't know where Robert's from. He says, hello, hashtag INC Radio. And Alan and SP Limon says, hi po, hashtag OXN. And Michelle Perez, oh, appears my bahay, hashtag Nori. All right. So let's go back to what we were talking about. After Port Wainimi, we have Brie. What's next after Port Wainimi?
After Port Wainimi is another city that I almost
It's
forgot.
actually
I'm gonna
Oxnard.
be telling a
Fine.
little bit. What is it?
Fine. Oxnard is
Oxnard!
next.
Oh, Oxnard!
All-Star.
Whoa!
Oxnard is a city in the Southern California coast, about 60 miles northwest of LA and 35 miles of Santa Barbara, located on the Oxnard Plains fertile land, largest and most populated city here in the county, known for its scenic beauty, diverse culture, and agricultural heritage. And what is there to see in Oxnard? Of course, I'm gonna be biased. I didn't just like pick one. I picked like three out of like the
Just
many,
three, right?
you know,
Just
many
three.
because there's many spots here. We have the Mandalay Beach, where we do most of our activities during the summertime. We have the working harbor in Oxnard called Channel Islands Harbor, and there's also the Oxnard State Beach. Now, not to be confused with Mandalay and Oxnard State Beach. They're actually next to each other, but the other one is actually a little bit further down. It's actually right behind the hotel. Okay. So next one is go ahead, Bree. I'll give you a chance to
Okay.
redeem yourself.
I got it this time. Next is Ventura.
There you go.
Ventura, California is a coastal community located in Ventura County. Wow, what a shocker. About 60 miles north of Los Angeles, it is known for its beautiful beaches, uh, mild climate, and friendly people. We love friendly people. The
What's
city
there
is
to see in Ventura?
there's the Ventura County Courthouse, the Ventura Pier, and the Rubicon Theater. So the courthouse I've never been, the pier I've passed by, and the Rubicon Theater I did not know existed. But these look so cool, brothers. If you want to go to the pier, I believe you can go fishing there. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes.
If you want
Yes.
to go
Yes.
fishing, well, then
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
pass out.
What's next, Stefan?
All right, next up is Santa Paula. Santa Paula is the geographical center of Ventura County, situated in the rich agricultural Santa Clara River Valley, making it the largest city there, which is located 65 miles northwest of Los Angeles. All right, and the things that we can and there are many destinations here in Santa Paula, which is the art museum. The Santa Paula Art Museum, which is called Jeanette Cole Art Center is a non-for-profit organization downtown Santa Paula that aims to educate the community and preserve Santa Paula artistic heritage. The museum is also located in two historic buildings and features rotating exhibitions of contemporary and historic art. So these are very awesome historical buildings to actually look at. So definitely want to see that.
Okay, next slide. I think it's we're over to the last city here in Ventura County. Do we have it? Oh, Ojai, right?
Oh
Ojai?
hi.
Yes. Oh
Ojai.
hi.
This before you go home, you stop by Ojai, small city in Ventura County, located in the valley at the edge of Los Padres National Forest, about 12 miles north of Ventura, 35 miles east of Santa Barbara, and 80 miles northwest of LA. City is about 4 square miles and has population of around 7,400 people. Next slide. What is there to see in Ojai? It is the Topa Topa Mountains and the Pink Moment. Topa Topa Mountains in Ojai is a site of a rare and magical event known as the Pink Moment. Occurs when the setting sun creates a brilliant shade of pink on the bluffs of the mountains for a few minutes, and the mountains are located at the east end of the Ojai Valley, over 6,000 feet above sea level. Ojai is one of the few places in the world where the pink moment can be seen because of its east to west mountain range. As you can see in the picture, that is not actually a filter or anything. That's actually what it looks like. All right, so those are like the 10 cities in Ventura County. We are actually almost out of time, but before we do say bye to everyone, um, we wanted to ask you our question of the day, but you need to answer it correctly. Put your name and your hashtag local congregation. Like for example, on the slide, main studio. Can we show them again the slides? So correct answer dash your name dash your local congregation hashtag local, and like for example your the correct answer is pineapple, and my name is Paul Warren Menas, and I'm from the local congregation of hashtag Oxnard. All right, ready for those for our question of the day? Okay, next slide. Question of the day is, who is the 40th president of the United States? I believe, I believe Stefan mentioned that earlier. Okay, so guys, this is goodbye. So just type in your answers right there. Before we do sign out, before we do sign out, we do want to show you another new segment here in Los Angeles Satellite Studio, main studio. If you could play us our video before we sign out. This shows everyone what they missed for as far as activities are concerned, and hoping that you don't want to miss the next ones. All right. Main studio po. If we were ready, we
Good
can show that.
morning,
Perfect.
good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome once again as INCRadio Los Angeles Satellite Studio brings you LAC Roundup. LAC Roundup is a recap of the local and district's past activities that you might have missed. Let's kick things off with the Appreciation Gala for all candidates for membership, candidates for baptism, and their respective sponsors. This very special and memorable event happened last April 27, Saturday, at the Northridge Women's Club. Our beloved CFMs, CFBs, and sponsors were treated to a very delicious dinner, serenaded by our very talented brethren, given some memorable gift bags to show our appreciation to them, and more importantly, were reminded of the inspiring words of our Almighty God through our Assistant District Minister, Brother Wilfredo B. Santos. Also, we want to give a very special shout out to the sponsors, our brethren, who tirelessly work to share our faith to their friends and loved ones who are not yet members of the Church of Christ. The very next day, April 28, on a Sunday afternoon, the Ecclesiastical District of Los Angeles County, California, once again held an INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation Day at Sycamore Grove Park, which is literally about half a mile away or a 7-minute brisk walk from the local congregation of Eagle Rock. To show our neighbors how much we truly appreciate them, some local congregations had booths that gave away clothing, and also some booths had food and refreshments. A handful of brethren entertained the guests and members alike as they took the stage to once again show their musical talents. At the end of the day, end of this activity, smiles from our guest faces tell you that we were able to provide the help that they need, and the smiles from our brethren simply tells you that we are more than happy to have helped our fellow men and to have done what is expected from us by our Almighty God. A mere week has just passed. LAC has once again proved our unity with the church administration and with all the brethren around the world when we celebrated our district's CFO Day just last Sunday, held at Ramona Hall Community Center, right next to where we just had our INC Giving Neighborhood Appreciation, and right across the local congregation of Eagle Rock. Our brethren from the CWS were among the happy to provide the entertainment this time as they masterfully sang songs from INC original music. There were also booths that provided entertainment by hosting games and doing karaoke. That sure was a big hit. But the biggest hit or hits when it comes to booths are all the food booths by all the local congregations. Not only were the brethren tummies filled with great food, but more importantly, our hearts were filled with happiness and love, knowing that we have spent our afternoon showing our unity for the brotherhood to the church administration and our obedience to commandments of our Almighty God. Hoping to see everyone in our next activities, my name is Brother Paul Warren Menyes, leaving you with more laughter, more fun, more LAC.
All right. So those were only a few of the activities that our district has actually held for the past couple of weeks. And for those who have missed it, there you go. Like a quick recap. Hoping that next time, like what I mentioned, you will not miss any more of our activities. All right. Unfortunately, our time has come to an end. So we'll give the floor to Stefan and Bree to say our goodbyes for this week. Hoping to see you guys next week. Go ahead, take it away, guys.
All right. So first we wanted to thank everyone that has been tuning in to our broadcast for today. And we really want to we really want to thank everyone that has been tuning in, especially in our new time. So continue to do so. And also, first of all, we would like to also thank our our executive minister, Ka Eduardo Manalo, as well as our sub CCO CFO coordinator, Ka Angelo Manalo, and our also the wonderful district staff in our districts, Ka Jun Pilon Jr., Ka Pierre Perez, as well as Ka Andrew, and to all the other district staff in the district of Los Angeles County, California. And together, everyone, as we continue to bring you more
Laughter, more
more
fun,
fun,
more
more
LAC.
That was so
LAC.
good.
Thank you po.
All
Thank you.
right, stay tuned
Congrats
for
to
INCRadio Caribbean.
I see Radio Caribbean is
Congrats
next.
to Joanna,
yes,
Alka.
Oh yeah,
to Mrs.
congrats.
Anka. Congrats to baby Mateo.
Baby Mateo. Mateo.